plus 10. We all felt pretty comfortable with that. Then we got to explicit, and we had a heart attack.
Yes, it's not y, it goes plus b.
So first off, what type of function is this?
It's a linear.
Linear. All right. Now, what are the different forms of linear functions we've looked at?
Y equals mx plus b.
Slope.
And
Right,
slope
so
standard form.
Slope intercept, standard form,
And point slope.
point slope. What do we
We should
think?
use point slope because we have a point and a slope.
Thank you. We can use point slope.
Yeah, you try to tell me y equals mx plus b.
Now, point slope
Good.
is y equals m times x minus x1
We could?
plus y1.
So I figure out what my intercept is.
Okay, so what's our slope? What's our
It
m?
is 2. Our slope is 2.
2. All right, now what's our x1?
It's x1 is
What's our
1.
1.
Yeah.
All right, now what's our y1?
3.
3. That's it.
Oh my jeez, I'm so sorry.
So whenever we're looking at explicitive and linear, just look at which form we can use, point slope, slope intercept, whichever, and then just use that generalized equation to create this explicit form.
Yeah.
Are there any questions on that? We started to overthink that.
Who did?
Y'all did.
Alright.
I saw it everywhere. Any questions on these two before we move into the next one?
Really quickly, because I do want to honor something Corell was saying. You were talking about what equation, Corell? Slope intercept. Is there a way that we could have figured out how to write the slope intercept?
Yes,
What,
you can.
what do you need?
A graph. And we have decimals on our screen right in front of us.
You went a little bit beyond what I was just thinking, but like, what do you need to write slope intercept?
You need the slope
And?
a y-intercept.
Well, is there a way to figure out? First off, what is a y-intercept?
3 minus 2 is 1. So our
So
y-intercept is 0, 1.
There you go.
Right? If day 1 is 3 and you're repeatedly adding 2, day 0, which you can't really have that, is 1.
I'm so smart.
So Corell, that was not a bad idea. You look all depressed over there because Kelsey was coming at you so hard, but like, that was valid. If you're going to say slope intercept though, you just have to figure out, hey, what is my y-intercept?
Yeah, and I would just say just look back at the generalized equations and use that to help you. Use those generalized equations to help you. So now we're going to move into number 2. So this we were looking at how many he did each day. So
Push-ups you did each day.
how many he did each day? So, and one thing I didn't see any of us make, which it's okay, but it's going to help us in the future, is to make a table real quick. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we did 3, 5, 7, 9.
Oh yeah.
So that was how many push-ups he did on each day.
Yeah.
Now we're looking at the total number. So they're doing a promotion where they donate money to charity if you can do at least 500 total push-ups by the end of the month, and they'll donate an additional $10 for every 100 push-ups you can do beyond that. So we're looking at the total number of push-ups done on any given day of the month. So it's not he has to do 500 on one day. It's the sum. So when we're looking at this is the sum. So on day 1, he still did 3. But on day 2, he did 5, but he also had that 3 from day 1. So
he had 8 down.
he had 8. Now on day 3, how many do we think he'd have on day 3?
8 plus 7.
8 plus 7, there you go. 15. So what I want you to do for number 2 is just take like a minute or two, talk with your group about how many by day 30 you think you would have done. Just make a prediction. It doesn't have to be exact or use calculations. Just make a prediction on how many you think you've done by day 30.
Okay guys, 30 seconds go. I think
150.
I think 150.
150.
I think
150.
All right.
I think
Kelsey, what do you think? We're just going to go ahead. We're just going to shout these out. Kelsey, what do you think?
I think 300.
300.
No,
What
no.
else?
Oh, okay, yeah.
You said 300. I said 150.
What else?
That's my guess.
132.
132, okay.
199.
I've already heard from you. Someone else?
Shoulder.
I said 150. I thought
Peyton, what do you think?
61.
60?
61.
61, okay. Give me one more, somebody.
99.
How many, 175?
99.
Alright,
We got some random answers.
Also,
so those are our guesses. We'll kind of see, we might get to see today how good or bad those guesses are.
me.
So now we're going to look at number 3 and number 4. So for number 3, we're looking at a diagram to represent this sum we're talking about here. So it's going to be similar to the diagram they made. Now it's going to represent the sum instead of the total on each day. So like for day 1, we still have 3 blocks. We still have, he did 3 on day 1. But on day 2, I know he still had that 3. But now we added,
Well, hold on. Were you talking about like the total like he did, or the total that he was going to do on day 30?
the total by, like through day 30. So like here, like day 3, by the end of that, he's done 15 push-ups total.
Oh.
I was asking by
no.
day 30,
Oh.
how many total would he have done?
I thought you were asking like at day 30 how many was he gonna do that day?
No, it'd be the sum or the total.
Which guess did you have, Peyton?
61.
Do you want to change your guess now? Now that you
I
know
mean, I
that?
know it's gonna be a lot higher, but I don't care. It's fine.
Okay. So on day 2, I still have that 3, but now I've also added that 5. So what I want you to do is finish this diagram for days 3 and day 4. And then once you've done that, we'll move, you can go ahead and go into question 4, where we're gonna see how many push-ups he's done after a week. So after day 7.
Wait, so every day you add 5?
After day 7, we would
So
add
good question, do we add 5 every day?
No.
How much you add every day?
You add the number
previous-
plus 1. So for example, if you notice 1 to 3 is plus 2, right, that's 1 above 1. And then 2 to 5 is plus 3, 2 plus 1 is 3. And then 3 to 7 is plus 4, 3
Previous
plus 1 is
current.
4.
So we're looking at, so, let's actually,
So
interesting
if you
observation
notice-
about, this was how many he did on each day, but now we're looking at how many he did total, or the sum. So,
You didn't notice that pattern, did you?
Previous.
I actually did not know, I mean, I noticed it in the equation, but I didn't notice it in the table. So like, in the equation, we had y equals 2x plus 1.
That's how I
Which
got
is that same pattern
61,
you just
because I thought
noticed.
you were asking the amount he'd do on day 30, and so what I did was 31,
Mhm.
because it's plus 1, plus 30, which would be 61, that's how I got that guess.
Yeah, that's actually correct for how many he did on day 30, that's good. So now we're looking at the sum, and so we went from 3 to 8, that's plus 5, right? But did we do plus 5 again, we went from 8 to 15?
No.
No, false.
We
No.
get 5 from. I'm confused. Cal.
You were the one that said 5.
Yeah, we get 5 from though.
Well, you said we went up 5. Well,
Yeah, I know we want 5, but like, where does 5 even come from? And then
what's the
What?
what's the?
Correll,
you,
how many push-ups did that man do on day 2?
This right here.
Yeah.
7.
5.
5.
So how many more push-ups did he do?
Oh, he did 5 more.
Exactly. He did 5, so he did 5 more, so he added 5. Then he did on day 3, he did 7 more, so he added 7. So on and so forth. So I want you to finish this diagram through day 4 for that sum,
Oh.
and then for question 4, I want you to see how many push-ups he's done after a week, so after day 7. Are there any more questions?
I think I pulled the most. Bench press 200. 5, too strong.
I'd love to see you do this challenge.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Carl.
Alright, let's go ahead and do number 3 and number 4 in our groups.
He would have to make sure he's not banging his head first.
That told a muscle.
Don't trade yourself for weight.
So what are we doing? I'm just kidding, I'm never kidding.
Number 3 and number 4.
We gotta figure out. So we just figure out what 30 days is, what it equals.
So for number 3, you're gonna draw the diagram for days 1 through 4. And then number 4, you're gonna see how many push-ups he's done after a week. So after day 7.
That's pretty hard.
It's not hard. I've seen plenty of people do it today.
True story.
That was wrong.
But that was a weird sound, right?
Okay, so guys.
1, 2,
Number
3,
2,
4,
estimate the total number of push-ups that Scott will do in number.
Kelsey, you
We've
already
done
did that.
number 2.
Oh, true.
You're on number
Do
3.
not listen.
I really don't.
I know.
Okay, number 2. Is that all the is that all the scores above number 2, is that all for number 2?
Yeah, this is all for number 2,
Okay, how many
for
is
day
it?
2.
3,
15.
1, 2, 3,
15.
4, 5.
15 on
9.
day
It's
6.
8.
15 on day 6.
Well, I've done 4 actually instead of 3, I skipped 3.
Is that right?
He did 21 after these.
You all right?
Huh?
Oh my gosh, guys, look.
Also, Desmond will do calculations.